first time, but once it works, that's all that matters. Oh, we live.
Huh?
I said we're live. Man, this might be you and me. Wow.
You said what?
So it might just be you and I. It looks like.
Oh, never mind. That was Jay.
Yeah, we live. Turn my volume down. Volume's already down. This is perfect. We are set. Oh, we got one. Oh, me. I'm watching. I'm tripping. Well, today might be a quick one. Just cool. Oh, you muted yourself. Give people 5 minutes to get in here. How's everybody doing? If you are watching the live, how is everyone doing today?
Oh, throw a chat up in there. Let us know that they there.
Yes, sir. I did not prepare for that. It's fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Yeah, my face looks fuzzy for some reason. Can't believe you said this was naps, man. These curls.
There's naps, brother.
Woo-wee.
Happy naps.
It's happy naps.
Those are North Omaha naps.
Hey, chill out. That's funny.
Quarantine naps.
You're not lying about that. I know that. Man. Man. Let us know you're in here. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you're watching. We got 3 watching right now.
Yeah. Tell somebody should be making a comment right now to let them know that they watching.
I agree. Definitely in the chat. Let us know.
Yeah, like somebody that's like not sitting that far away from me should be putting into the chat that they.
Ah! Well, I know who that is. That's funny. I know he used YouTube faithfully. We are live. You see it? It's just us. We might just get started. It's okay though.
Yeah, it'll be short and sweet. What we got today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we are back. Episode 3 BGCM Scholarship Show. Like I said, if you are here and viewing, Big Jermaine. Yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. Jay's funny. Yeah. If you are viewing, let us know you're here watching. Let us know you're here watching. It's just Mr. Jermaine and myself, which is okay as of right now, unless you want to pop in. If you got the Zoom link, go ahead and pop in. The challenge from last week was the 2C slide. I did not receive any links.
They're scared.
So it's okay. We're gonna have that same challenge again. It's fine though. I got my video already ready, but since I didn't view nothing, I didn't get to see anything. I didn't get to send it to Jermaine. We're gonna do the challenge again. Like I said, be creative with it, have fun. Not everybody's gonna view it, but have a good time. I got mine. I'm ready to go, so y'all can laugh at my video, and all I need is a link, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, today, we're gonna be talking about our main topics are you on track for a dream school or a dream career? I mean, I wish we would have had some scholarship recipients, maybe some seniors and all that on the call, but that's okay. We have two graduates of high school and college, just to talk about our experience and I guess what we went through to prepare for that college and career that we are sitting in today. Well, for myself, I'll start. I didn't go to my dream school. I'll tell you that now. I did not at all. My dream school was Pepperdine University in Cali. I was about to say LA, in Cali. I took a trip when I went for Upward Bound. I think I was in, what grade was I in? What grade I was in? I was in high school. And man, Pepperdine, I climbed it, and I walked up the hill that they got there and just looked at the water. It was sunny outside. It was beautiful. I was like, yeah, this is a school for me. Then they told me how much it cost. I turned back around, walked back down that hill. I said, I'm good. I said, I'm good. I'm good. Myra, hello. Thank you for popping up into the chat. We appreciate it.
Myra?
Yeah, Myra James, Florence staff. We appreciate you for viewing. Like I said, Pepperdine University, that was my dream school when I went for Upward Bound. And yeah, they told me the cost, and I was like, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it, but I would love to go to this school, and I wish I did, but the schools I went to, Briarcliff and Grace University is where I graduated. I appreciate all that I've learned from that, from attending those schools and all those types of things. And kind of the things that kind of got me to get on track was just building my resume, being involved in sports, clubs, definitely taking harder courses in high school, AP classes, having a lot of involvement as much as I can, just different things like that, just so I can just continue to build my resume. I learned about that at a young age, and I started building my resume, I believe, in like the 8th grade. It was like it wasn't pretty or anything, but it was just something that I could build upon. And I started to do that, take harder classes, try to have straight A's as much as I can. I mean, when I graduated from high school, I was 7th in my class, and it was about 400 or 500 of us. So, yeah, but that doesn't mean everything. You don't have to be the seventh in your class to attend your dream school, have your dream career, different things like that. It's just how you can present yourself, what all you can do, your involvement, how you talk your talk, different things like that. I honestly, for myself, I didn't have the most solid ACT score. I had an 8. Oh no, I was about to say 18. That was my first one. I had a 19 for myself. If I had a 23 though, man, all my college was paid for, but I maybe could have went to Pepperdine then, because once I had 19, it was like, yeah, no, you got to at least have a 20 something. It's like, yep, I'm not taking this again. That's me though, not everybody else. So yeah, those are some different things that I did. Jermaine, you can go ahead and talk about some stuff that, what made you prepare for, or keep pretty much have you stay on track to eventually go to your dream school, and was the place that you went to your dream school?
Well, I had two schools. In-state dream school was UNL. That's where I attended undergrad. Out-of-state dream school was Duke University, obviously. Big Duke fan. But
yes,
my dad was like, you can go out of state. You can go to some of these schools that cost an arm and a leg to attend, and I might be able to help you pay for some. Who's that? Oh, that's Jabez coming in.
that's Jabez.
Yeah, that's Jabez.
Yes, sir. He on his iPad this time.
Yeah. But I had So my dad said, you know, you can go to some of these schools that cost a little bit more. You might run into some debt. I might help you pay for some, or, you know, you can go to a school here in the state and, you know, that dollar gets stretched a little bit further, right? So I was fortunate enough to get some scholarships out of high school and end up staying in the state and didn't have to come out of pocket for anything as far as loans go. So I graduated debt free, which I encourage any student, if you can go to school and come out debt free, that's the way to go. And so what kind of kept me on track was obviously my dad. You know, it was either you going to go to college or you're gonna get out of my house and I ain't gonna help you do anything type of deal. So, you know, that was the message that got driven home was you gonna go to college, you know, you can go to the military, you're gonna go to trade school, you're gonna do something. And so that really kept me on track. But you know, I got to a certain point where I was just like, man, this is my life. You know, I can do whatever I want to try to make my father proud of me, make my family proud of me. But at the end of the day, it was my life. You know, and I had to prepare myself for my future because, you know, it was gonna be me. I was gonna have to pay my own bills, was gonna be on my own. And that's the thing that I think I had to continuously think about was I'm at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me. And so, yeah, I went down to UNL, had a great experience. You know, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. And it saved me a whole heck of a lot of money. And again, coming out of school with no debt, you get that first paycheck after your first job. Doing real good. You don't owe nobody nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Except
Yeah.
Uncle Sam, he got his taxes though.
You definitely not lying about that. Definitely not lying. And yeah, that's the same for me as same for me too. My parents, definitely my dad, you know, kept me on track, and my mom definitely for sure too. They kept me on track. And I was debt free as well too, coming out of college. And I am very fortunate that because like you said, getting that first paycheck, yes, it was nice. And I didn't spend it on anything. I just saved it because I like to save things or save money. So eventually in the future I can use it later on. But not everybody's like that, which is okay. Hello to you too. How you guys doing?
You see,
Hello, hello. Hello,
Hello.
hello. Well, I guess we can ask you guys, how you guys staying on track to eventually attend your dream school? If you are in your dream school, why did you choose it? Different things like that. How you guys staying on track to eventually maybe if you're not in your dream school, then how are you staying on track in general? With maybe it is doing well in school, doing things like that. Those types of things. You know, we'll start with Jabez, and then I don't know who else is that. Is that Michael?
That's Michael.
Oh shoot, I thought that was Miss Sherry. My bad. Okay.
No.
So Michael, Jermaine, if you don't know, I mean, if you don't remember Michael's in the 8th grade, about to go to 9th.
well, they sideways.
Yeah, they sideways because they're on the iPad, but
Yeah.
yeah, we got a soon to be 9th grader in here, about to go to high school next year. Okay, so this is good
Yeah,
for you.
I'm curious. I'm curious from a Alicia. What did you do to get on track to go to your dream school? Did you attend your dream school? If not, you know, what was your better alternatives?
My dream school was very expensive and not
Mm,
affordable at all. So I went with more of a school that actually I could afford, which UNO I can definitely afford compared to ASU. Um, but right now I'm trying to get into graduate school. Um, I think I'm on track, hopefully. I'm studying for the GRE and I'm gonna take it this summer and hopefully get a good score because the GRE is expensive as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just have to talk to a couple teachers and stuff and get my recommendation letters and then write a personal statement and stuff. and hopefully I'll get into NAU, Northern Arizona University, or UNO. But actually UNL, because UNO doesn't have the program I want.
UNL, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Okay. What program?
I want to do mental health counseling, but their program is rated better than UNO's, I guess,
Okay.
because UNO is more school counseling.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. Jabez, question to yourself. How are you trying to stay on track to eventually attend your dream school?
Just can you hear me? Or like,
Yep.
all right, yeah. So pretty much just stay on top of my homework and make sure that I'm staying in shape so I can also get the extra scholarship for wrestling. So
What's your dream school?
I'm trying to go to Florida or Oklahoma State.
Ooh. Ooh.
Which Florida? Gainesville?
Huh?
Which
Oh
Florida?
no, I just like the Gators or LSU.
You ever been to those schools?
Been to them? No.
Why you like them?
I like their colors and I like their teams.
You like the teams?
That's
Yeah.
it?
All right.
Glad you didn't say Duke. That's cool.
I like
I
Duke.
wouldn't either.
I like Duke's basketball.
Yeah, so there. Why you talking
Yeah,
about
no, yeah. I mean, I agree. Yeah, they're good on a good day. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyways, that's good though. That's good. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. Yeah. So I mean, as long as you guys are continue to stay on track with, like you said, Jabez, with your grades, different things like that. I guess asking you both, what are you both involved in? What are some different things that you guys are both involved in as of right now? What do you think in the next, well, I don't know, in the future you can be involved in to continue to stay on track and maybe build up your resume and build up some different things like that. Eventually that'll help you in the long run. Whomever can start, doesn't matter who.
What do you mean? Like stuff that we're doing? Like
Yeah, so like if you're
like,
involved,
I
obviously for
could
yourself,
wrestling.
you're involved in you're in high school, obviously. You're involved in sports, so you already mentioned that. What are some other possibly clubs or something? Maybe some outside things outside of school that you can be involved in. What are some things that interest you that you would feel that could build up your way to get into that school, maybe even that career, maybe even that sport, different things like that.
I'm an assistant coach for NWA wrestling for the little kids, and for my school's little kids team.
Cool. And then you're on varsity wrestling, right?
Yeah,
How many years?
3. This is my 3rd.
Oh, 3.
Cool.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Alicia, what you been doing in college to prepare you for grad school?
I've been like, I'm part of a research group on campus. I'm also part of an undergraduate committee for the psychology department to help pass programs on and stuff like that. Basically anything that helps me involve with my teachers, because they're usually the ones that will end up giving you the recommendation letters, because you need their approval, I guess, in a way, to help you get into further your education. And then they also are great at helping with improving your writing and stuff. I also use the writing center a lot, because graduate writing is different than undergraduate totally, especially high school writing, because I learned nothing but MLA in high school, and now I have to write nothing but APA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically all. I just been trying to join different communities. I just got into honor society for Psychi. Um, and then hopefully that's enough. Probably won't ever be enough, but I'm also trying to volunteer. Yeah, volunteer more. that are in the area that I'm trying to focus in, like those with like substance abuse and like mental health problems. I'm trying to volunteer in those aspects. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay, cool.
That's nice. That's nice. I like to hear that. That's nice. That's nice. All right. Any questions in the chat? None yet. None yet. But that's okay. I have another discussion topic for sure. And this can come from everybody. It doesn't just have to come from the two students in a sense. I would like everybody to just share a story about how a friend, family member, or anyone that you might know of arrived at their, I guess in a sense, their career that they have today. So like what steps did they take? Not all the steps they take. Basically just focusing on, did they go to a 4-year college? Did they go to a 2-year college? Did they go to trade? Different things like that. And how did they get up, or how did they end in their career today? Or how did they get to their career today? So I can start unless someone else wants to start.
Just pick anybody.
Yeah, anybody. I mean, anybody you want to mention. It doesn't matter whom it could be. It could be whatever type of job, just whomever pops in your head. Doesn't have to be like, oh, they're super successful or anything, but everybody's successful in their own way. So I think so. But I'll start for myself, not me exactly, but person that came to mind is, dang, I don't know who. This is tough once I think about it. No, it is. No, I'll say my dad. He actually did not graduate from a 4-year college. He didn't even go to a 2-year college. He actually went to the Air Force. So he went to the Air Force, and from the Air Force, after traveling the world for so many years, eventually ended up here in Omaha because my mom's from Omaha, and I was born here in Omaha, and all that type of stuff in Nebraska. And so where he's at now is for working for the post office for, oh gosh, I don't know how long, 30, 40 years maybe. Still working there now. He ended up in his career. And so he also has different side jobs as well, just to keep the income coming, different things like that. So if you guys do live in Nebraska, if you're the person, if you see a ice cream, soft serve ice cream, he's the ice cream man. It's called AJ's Ice Cream. Obviously, my name is AJ, so I'm assuming he wanted to call it the ice cream truck or my name. I really appreciate him for that.
You don't know that yet?
Huh? Off topic. Yes. Well, not right now, but honestly, let me tell you the story. I was on the truck one time. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. It was hot because there's no AC in there, so I gotta have AC, and I get dark fast. So it's like, dang, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, darker, but but yeah, it's a great opportunity just to, obviously he's running his own business, different things like that to learn. But yeah, if this wasn't to happen with what we're going through, my plan was to actually definitely take it over for this summer, starting this summer for sure, definitely this spring, whenever I had time. But because he's currently not in Nebraska as of right now, so the truck can be used by myself if I do it. But yeah, so he has different types of revenues of where he can get income at. Like I said, ice cream truck, real estate, all that type of stuff. And he definitely works for the post office as well. I don't know if that's his dream job. I haven't asked him that, but after this show, I'm probably gonna ask him, call him, and just to ask him like, what was your dream job? What did you want to do? But I think he just wanted to provide for the family, myself, my mom, his side of the family, my mom's side of the family, stuff like that, just provide for the family. So he just did something that, he can obviously make his income, but then be able to still travel because he does a lot of that too. So that's a person that, like I said, just arrived in his career, been doing it, like I said, 30, 40 years, having different ways to bring in income, and he's enjoying it. He still hasn't retired, and maybe he's going to retire in about 2 years, but
How old is
ooh, about is he 50 something? 50 something, six, maybe close to 60.
This dude don't even know how old his dad is.
But really, I like, hey father, how old are you? Nah, I'm not gonna ask him that question.
Real
I can ask
serious.
him now, but I haven't
Real
asked him recently though. I haven't asked him recently. Let me say that. But yeah, he's doing good for himself. He's enjoying himself and living life and traveling. He does that a lot, like I said. So that's his career. Post office, multiple incomes in different places, his own business, different things like that. Entrepreneur. So he's doing well.
All right, man.
Yeah,
So
my bad. I just be going.
I'll use my dad. So he came up here from down south, late '60s, early '70s, from Mississippi. And back then, which is a lot different from now, you know, a lot of young people want to migrate to the south, like Texas, Georgia, Arizona, Alicia, Arizona. So all these, you know, a lot of young people want to go down south. So back then, a lot of black students came north for opportunities. So my father came up here, actually went to Lincoln first and went to Milford Trade School out in Milford, Nebraska, which is outside of Lincoln, and got his trade as a welder. And then worked in Lincoln for a while, and then came to Omaha shortly after and started doing different jobs around the area. And then he actually finally got on long term with Omaha Public Schools and was the only black pipe fitter slash steam fitter for the district. And he retired from OPS after 25 years. My dad is 76 now. So he retired when he was 65, so 11 years ago, and made really good money. And again, like AJ's dad had different streams of income. He got into real estate, and so he was a landlord. And so he bought several houses in North Omaha, rented those out to a lot of people over the years. Actually worked a lot closely with his tenants to help them become homeowners. Because he told a lot of his tenants, if you can pay my rent, if you can get a home loan, you can be a homeowner. If you can pay my rent, you can be a homeowner. But again, you know, a lot of people's credit is not up to par, so they had to rent. And so he did that for a number of years, probably 3 decades, being a landlord and then working for OPS. So he made really good money as a welder. It's a lot of trades. Trades now are still in very high demand, and they need people to fill those jobs. And it was the same then, and is really the same kind of story now. And well, just give you an idea, when my father retired, they posted his job as an incoming welder for OPS, and the job was listed at $34 an hour. And that's a job that you only need a 2-year degree to make $34 an hour. So it's a really good living. It's hard work. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's tough work. But you know, you don't have to have a 4-year degree to have a good living or to make a decent amount of money. But it also goes back to how hard you want to work. Again, these types of jobs are in high demand now. A lot of these welding programs that are at Metro and Iowa Western, they're in such high demand that employers are pulling students out of these programs before they complete the program. That's how in high demand they need these folks to fill jobs. So yeah, it doesn't have to be now, is it his dream job? I don't know. It was a lot of work. I would guarantee if you asked him if he could make the same amount of money and work less, he would. But he was very good at it. I mean, extremely good at it. So I think it ended up being something that worked towards his strengths because he's really good with his hands.
Nice. That's great to hear. I like that. Anyone else? You guys can choose who to go next. Doesn't matter who.
Alicia, Jabez.
No one.
Nobody?
Nobody you can think of?
Nobody y'all can think of?
What path did they take to get into a career? Whatever career that is.
I'm going to do my grandpa. He does engineering and like builds cars and stuff and he fixes them up. And then after that he'll sell them. And it's kind of like a cycle because he'll collect them to broken down cars and then he'll fix them up and then he'll sell them. And then I don't know if he went to school or not because he's been doing this since I was little. I haven't really asked him that. And then I know for sure that that's what he likes to do. He really loves it. And then like in his spare time, he goes and then he fixes up his mom's house. So then his mom could go back and live in her own house. And he'll come and pick us up every once in a while so we can make some money with him and mow lawns and rake leaves and stuff.
It's cool. That's what's up.
That's cool. That's what's up.
Okay, I'll go. I have a friend who, did the usual routine of going to a 4-year college and then getting her master's degree. And she went for marriage and family counseling. So she actually graduated last year. And right now she is actually working 2 jobs and she still lives at home. So I guess this also shows that even if you do all the whole program, like it's not guaranteed that you'll immediately get that high paying job and live on your own and be successful, but you still have to like work towards it. That's all I could think of.
I like it. That's great advice, or great, great to point out for sure. And just to think about, you don't always have to. Somebody else might have a path that they take, but it's not like basically what I'm trying to say is because I have it exactly right here. Oh yeah, it's not. It's pretty much not a correct path. There's no correct path that you have to take. Like yeah, somebody could go to 4-year college. That's them. Maybe you can go to a 2-year college or a trade, do something like that. That's you. It's no correct path, but it's whatever path that you take is the path for you, obviously. So everybody has their own, their own faith, their own path that they could be taking, and you just have to go with the flow. Go with what works best for you, and then you go from there. So yeah, getting on to the next topic. I don't see any questions from anybody, no answers from anybody else. The next topic is regarding a thing that's dear to my heart. Roommates roulette. So in college, actually, Jermaine and I won't talk about it as of just yet. We're gonna actually have the college student that's currently in college right now talk about her experience if she did have a roommate, how was it, things like that. You know, if you wish to have a roommate now, I don't know if you do or not. All that type of stuff. If you rather live home, not at home, live in a dorm, how was your experience? Different things like that. Um, so yeah, whenever you would like to talk, Miss Alicia, you can definitely talk about that. Just your experience with a roommate, without a roommate. If you had some fight, now you don't have to tell us the details regarding that stuff. But like any issues that you might you might have had, and then I have another question regarding something else that I didn't even think of except when I looked it up about having a roommate, not having a roommate.
So I have never had a roommate because I'm more of a, I guess, not
Lucky.
a unconventional one because I got to stay home with my parents because I'm paying for my college myself. As long as I'm paying for college and getting good grades, I'm able to stay. So I haven't had to deal with a roommate, but if you count my parents, all I get is, nagging that you need to clean your room or something like that. Do the dishes once in a while. That's about it. So no roommate life. It would be nice to live on my own, but college is expensive and I definitely can't do that.
You save money though.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
saving money. You're saving money. Well, I guess I'll start. I had a roommate, at both of my schools. My very first roommate was the craziest experience I've ever, well, not ever had, craziest roommate experience I've ever had. Uh, he was a very unique guy. I would say he was a very unique guy. Uh, one I guess situation that happened. I came in the room and he had some cans that was built up like a pyramid. Um, but these cans weren't the cans that needed to be built up, and the room was like super trashy. And I'm just like, what is going on? My side is very clean, and then his side is with the pyramid. Uh, Probably one of the tallest pyramids I ever not ever seen. Yeah, probably one of the tallest pyramids I ever seen in a room. Built up all the way, touching the roof, touching the ceiling, and he's just like, "What's up, man? How's it going?" And I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?" So that experience in all, and it wasn't just that; it was some more stuff too, where it was like, yeah, the next couple of days I got out of that room. I got a different roommate and in room with my friend, which fortunately it was a great experience rooming with one of my friends at my first school. Second school, I roomed with one of my close friends as well, and from there on, the roommate experience has been great. Besides little pet peeves that I have, and just little things like trash. Please, can you pick it up if you make the mess? Things like that. Don't leave it out. All that type of stuff. Things like that. So just little pet peeves that that you might have with a roommate is something that that you have to address and have that communication with. Especially if it's your friend. But maybe it might not be somebody that you know. So you have to just after a while talk with them, have that talk that you might need to have and things like that. But besides that, you can have a great experience with just meeting new people, because that's something else. Especially if you don't know the person, you might become your longtime friend. So it's always good. I say it's a good experience to have a roommate at least once, if not. And if not, if you don't have it, it's totally okay too, because eventually you'll have a roommate with whomever you might be with, but maybe you might be alone for your life too. So it just all depends. But my roommate experience was, at the beginning it was poo, but then from on out, it's been a great experience, even till now too. So that's all I gotta say regarding my roommate roulette. Jermaine.
My roommate my freshman year was my cousin. We planned it that way, and I thought that was gonna be awesome because we were really tight. Went to high school together, played football together, did a lot of stuff together. Uh, but then you gotta start sharing stuff, and we both had relationships back in Omaha. So he was trying to call his girlfriend, I was trying to call my girlfriend. I tried to share the phone. That was kind of a pain in the butt, and especially when he's on the phone and he's literally just sitting on the phone. I'm like, get off the phone so I can use the phone. Or when I come home from class and you see an 18, 19-year-old dude sitting on a bed watching Lifetime movies, that didn't fly. That kind of got on my nerves too. And I was like, what are you watching? Oh man, this is a good movie, man. You gotta sit down and watch this. No, I want to watch ESPN. I want to watch Lifetime. So that became kind of a pain in the butt. Everything outside of that, sharing like the TV and the phone, everything was cool because we had the same group of friends that we hung out with while we were in college. We both liked the same things, like playing basketball after school, after classes, going to the student center, and some of the other things you do on campus. Some of those social activities. So that was all cool. But after my freshman year, we both agreed that we were going to get single rooms. So then my second, third, and fourth year while on campus, I had a single room. So I didn't have to worry about having a roommate or anything like that. It was cool for the 1 year, but luckily, because I had those additional scholarships to go to school, I had enough financial leeway to where I could get a single room and be cool. And then my fifth year, my last year of school, I moved into a house with one of my frat brothers. He bought a house and then he was renting out rooms. So then I got kind of back into having a roommate again, but I was in a house. That was okay to a certain extent. Then you have to share the kitchen. You had to share. I had a bathroom. I was on the main level. Everybody else was upstairs. So there was a bathroom on the main level. So I kind of used that bathroom and everybody else kind of used the bathrooms that were upstairs. But then when it came to sharing the kitchen, that was kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. And then we ended up having a mice problem in the house. And I was getting on my frat brother who owned the house. I was always telling him like, hey man, you need to go, get some mouse traps, man, take care of this. And he was always dragging the feet. Like, oh, okay, I get it done. He was busy, dude. He's an entrepreneur, so he was doing a lot of different things. But he also had a small baby in the house. So I'm like, okay, man, so you're gonna want one of these mice gonna jump up in your baby's crib if you don't go take care of this issue. So I kind of just I was fed up one day, came home and kind of exploded on him. And finally he was like, all right, man, let's just go to the store right now. So we went to the store, got mouse traps, and within 2 days, we took care of the problem. So issue that we had for a few weeks, we took care of in 2 nights.
2 nights, yeah.
But outside of that, I was done after that. So I graduated from school. Actually, I'm lying about that. So I graduated from college, and then the summer after we graduated, I lived with another frat brother. But our place was so big, he was like the property manager at an apartment, and I started my job after college. So he was clearly on one side of the apartment, and I was on the other side. It was like a 4-bedroom apartment, so it was pretty sizable. But we had a really great experience for 2.5 months that we lived together. And I was always kind of back and forth from Omaha and Lincoln. And he was, working on the grounds there at the apartment complex. And so we stayed together for 2.5 months, and then I went and got my own place. So those are my roommate experiences. I would say the worst was probably, I gotta say, the mice, just because I don't like rodents. So that was probably the worst one. But yeah, the best was the last one, where I was a little bit older. My frat brother was older, so we didn't really play a lot of childish games. So that was probably the best experience. And that was the best experience was the shortest experience. It was only 2.5 months.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, living by yourself was great. It was great. I enjoyed it for sure. So we actually have some comments in the chats, in the YouTube chat. Myra said, I had a research internship in Taiwan and had random roommates that changed every few weeks. Everyone was from different countries, but we got along pretty great. Nice. And then she also said, most colleges have a Facebook group for people looking for roommates as an alternative to dorms. That is true.
Yeah.
I never was involved in those Facebook groups, to be honest. But that's cool, though.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then Alexandria said, I had a great college roommate. We met each other during a See for Yourself weekend. We connected quickly, and once we decided we're going there, we would be roommates, still friends to this day. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, like I said, you can always meet definitely new friends, new people to be involved with, different things like that. Especially as a roommate, you can just get to know people in general, and it's always a good feeling. But then obviously when you're by yourself, at first it might be just a little scary. It could be, it could not be, but you're gonna know certain things that you like and you don't like, and you're gonna obviously pick up on it quickly. And then Jabez, question for yourself: do you have any fears or any fears or maybe anything that you want to know about a roommate that you could potentially have? Because not next year, but the following year, you're going to be in college. So any fears that you might have or any cons or any things like that you want to just ask regarding your roommate? that how you can deal with certain situations or anything like that. Or maybe you might not have a roommate, but most likely as a freshman, if you're not living at home, you're probably going to be put with a roommate, especially if you play sports. But it all depends what university or college you go to.
No.
He said nope.
Simple answer, no.
Nope. Which is okay. It's totally fine. When it gets to that time, you'll be having to ask those questions to yourself and getting those answers. Well, guys, it's getting close to that time. Just some side ending notes. Definitely for the 9th through 12th graders, especially if you're watching this eventually now or later on. Definitely for the parents too. We have a new virtual program that we're going to be starting up next. Not us exactly, but we're going to be involved starting next week. It's called The Voice, and you can sign up and get that parental exception form complete on the BGCM page, especially if you want to be involved in that. So it'll be like a Zoom call that you guys will be involved in if you want to be involved in that. On Mondays for the next 2 weeks, Jermaine and myself will be hosting pretty much The Voice on that Zoom call. The first week will be regarding Civic Core, just the overall concept of it, how to work it, different things like that. Talking about the insights of why it's important, all that type of stuff, answering questions. The second week is the Perks of Scholarship program. So that's the second week following this next Monday. Just the perks of why you should be involved in the scholarship program, what's important about it, different stuff like that. So hopefully you guys can sign up as soon as possible. Like I said, sign up as soon as possible. And then we have the students of the live. We have 2 from South Club, Jaime Valdez and Jokabed Martinez. These 2 were winners of the Buffets and obviously the BGCM scholarship program as well. They both plan to attend UNO next year, and they're bright students with GPAs 3.0 or higher. They both were participants of the Youth of the Year, and Jaime was actually the winner for the South Club. So congratulations.
Freshman and senior year.
Yes, freshman and senior year. Mr. Jermaine is definitely correct on that. He was the winner for his freshman year and definitely and the winner for his senior year as well. So congrats to these 2. We really appreciate you guys. And yeah, so like I mentioned before, the challenge for this upcoming Thursday is again the Tusi slide challenge. Like I said, I got my video ready. If you have your link, please email it to my email. We would love for you guys to view my video because it's hilarious. I don't have any rhythm, and I would love to show the world.
We got prizes for those that participate.
Yes, prizes for people that participate and prizes for people that tune in on our YouTube channel as well, or YouTube videos, our live videos. So you guys continue to come back and be involved in this Zoom meeting, Zoom call, and definitely if you're involved in the viewing of the YouTube show, you guys will eventually get a getaway or gift in a sense. Well, alrighty, everybody. We appreciate you for being involved. We have something to lend it off with. All right. Everybody stay blessed. Have a great weekend. And we're off.
Peace out. See y'all.
All right, y'all.
Later.
Bye.